Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Definitely.
So it's this English learning podcast called Daily Money Briefing.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
It's actually pretty cool. You get the
Yeah.
financial news and kind of a language lesson all in one.
Oh, I like that. Sort of killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly. It feels like a constant sprint these days, right?
Oh, definitely.
Especially when you think about finance, tech, even just getting around. And South Korea is, well, no exception.
Things move fast there.
We've pulled together some key updates coming out of South Korea.
Three big ones.
And our mission really is just to cut through the noise, figure out what these changes actually mean for you.
Exactly. Let's unpack them.
Okay, first up, money. The Bank of Korea. They've just cut their benchmark interest rate. First time in what, 3 years?
That's right. 3 years. It's a significant move.
So why now? What's behind that?
Well, the main signals point towards a cooling economy. We're seeing a pretty sharp decline in exports, which is a big deal for Korea.
Ah, okay.
So by lowering the rate, the idea is, make borrowing cheaper, try and stimulate domestic demand, get businesses investing, consumer spending.
Right, give the economy a bit of a jolt. So for the average person, could this mean like slightly lower loan rates? Mortgages maybe?
That's the general hope, yeah. Lower borrowing costs can definitely help there. And for businesses, too, maybe makes expansion look a bit more attractive.
But
Some analysts are being cautious. They're pointing out potential issues with managing inflation down the road.
because lower rates can sometimes push prices up.
Exactly. And it puts South Korea in an interesting spot globally because many other big economies are still fighting high inflation. So watching how this affects the won and trade, that'll be key.
Interesting dynamic.
Hmm.
Okay, let's pivot.
Yeah.
SK Telecom has rolled out something new, a SIM protection service.
Yeah, this one tackles mobile security, which is a growing worry everywhere.
SIM cloning, that's the threat here.
Precisely. Where criminals copy your SIM card to intercept texts, maybe get into your bank accounts via SMS codes.
Wow, okay. That sounds serious.
It is. So SK Telecom service is basically a financial safety net. If you're subscribed and you suffer financial damage because of SIM cloning, they're guaranteeing full compensation.
That's quite a promise. So it protects you from the financial fallout if someone manages to hijack your number that way.
That's the core idea. It's a response to these increasingly clever cyber threats targeting our phones. Think about how much relies on that SIM.
Too true. So much is tied to our phones.
And this could push other carriers, maybe globally, to offer similar protection. So for you listening, especially if you travel to or have links with Korea, this kind of service is definitely worth looking into, securing your mobile identity.
Good advice. Okay, third area,
Mm.
getting around. Train travel in South Korea. Sounds like some policy changes are coming.
Yes, some practical updates if you use the train system. Two main things. First, starting May 28th,
Okay, pretty soon then.
yeah, cancellation fees for weekend tickets are going up, especially if you cancel close to the departure date.
Trying to discourage those last-minute bailouts that leave seats empty.
Exactly. They want to improve ticket availability, particularly on busy weekends. Makes sense.
Yeah.
The second one kicks in later from October 1st. They're getting stricter on fare evasion.
Meaning riding without a proper ticket.
Correct. The surcharges, the penalties you pay if caught, are going to be significantly higher. It's about fairness and, keeping the system running efficiently.
Got it. So higher fees for late weekend cancellations starting soon, and tougher penalties for fare dodging from October. Good to know if you plan to travel by train.
Definitely affects planning, especially weekend trips.
So when you step back, interest rates changing, new mobile security nets, adjustments to train rules, it seems quite diverse.
It is, but you can see common threads, can't you?
There you go.
Economic stability, digital safety, making public services work smoothly. They reflect the current climate and priorities.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's something to think about. How do these kinds of shifts, what will you maybe pay a bit more attention to now? That's your food for thought. Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.